Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. How would you characterize the fight and the mentality that your group showed tonight, especially when it comes to Jonas Valanciunas being limited, but you guys just sticking in it and staying with it?
Yeah, I mean, this is probably one of the gutsiest wins that I can recall in my time here. Definitely this season. I mean, this was a heck of a game. I know it wasn't the highest scoring affair, but the intensity in the game, the execution in the game, give both teams a lot of credit. Obviously, the Heat have been the number one ranked defense for a while now this season, and I thought we got a lot of great looks. I think we shot 42 threes. I'm proud of our guys. We were able to get into the paint and. I thought the ball movement was pretty good as the game got on. Stuck a little bit early. Had great looks that weren't falling, and in moments like that where your offense really isn't clicking, it's easy to kind of start overthinking it and not putting in the effort defensively. But I thought our guys were phenomenal all game, and to come away 89-85, hold them to mid 30s shooting. Limit some of the best players. I give our guys a lot of credit to just stick with it. I mean, that's why it's gutsy. Is this really tested your spirit in terms of, man, our offense really isn't going. But I thought our defensive consistency for 4 quarters just kept giving us that positive momentum. And the energy on the bench was unbelievable. The energy in the crowd tonight was phenomenal. We've had a lot of close games recently, and it's awesome to see our guys break through. I give our guys a lot of credit, the execution defensively and offensively, to come away with this win at the end.
Drew Hill.
Taylor, Ja said after the game that he lives for those moments, and he knew he needed to go get a bucket. Is there any other guy you want with the ball with under 10 seconds than him? I mean, obviously he knew it. He needed to take that shot and went for it.
Yeah, no, he's special. I think probably one of the greatest qualities about him is he just knows, at what point in the game, what his responsibility is. And we're constantly telling him to be in attack mode, but he's not worried about the scoring at the end of the day. He's about trying to win. And to be able to put the ball in his hands and have the utmost confidence that he's going to make the right play. And obviously, him going in and scoring that big bucket full court, with no timeouts left, speaks volumes to, his ability. And what he's gonna be able to do in clutch time moving forward. But it also cannot forget what he does for 48 minutes to continue to make the right plays, night in and night out. And when you have a moment like this to kind of cap it off, where the Heat were limiting all of our guys tonight, to come away, in that moment right there with a game on the line, tie ball game, it's huge for his development, huge for our growth, gives us a lot of confidence, and how we got to close out games and pull through in these close ones.
Evan Barnes.
Taylor, it was last week when Ja had a similar play. He drove, obviously what happened against the Nuggets happened, but just what is it about maybe his fearlessness to know that, again, he has a sense to know when to attack, but just how much easier does it make, having a player who's not just living for the moment, but also fearless enough to have a quick memory when it comes to things like this?
I mean, it's huge. We've said it all the time, his ability just to learn from, previous games, previous possessions, previous big time moments like this. And obviously this one was full court and, had a head of steam, and can't remember how many defenders were around him at the rim. But just that confidence that he's going to make the right play and he's going to get the job done, speaks volumes to who he is as a player and as a person, and give him a lot of credit. Obviously had a great look in the Denver game, didn't fall, and said, you know what, I'm going to go down there and do it again and come away with a bucket and the victory this time around. So speaks volumes to his ability just to learn and just focus on the next opportunity and season it, and getting the job done for him and his teammates.
Sean Coleman.
Coach, congratulations on the win. I believe y'all held the Heat to 20 points, 22 points in the last 18 minutes, kind of around that 5-minute mark when y'all went on that 17 run to end the third quarter. What adjustments did you make, or was it just simply the overall aggressiveness and activity that seems to always stand out when these runs happen for the team?
Yeah, I think it was just overall aggressiveness. I mean, we had a few adjustments here and there coverage wise, and I just think we were able to just kind of impose our will a little bit defensively and come up with 50-50 balls and, big time, rebounds, Melt, career night rebounding. I thought he was huge for us on the boards. We played BC at the 5, so we were a little bit smaller, but thought tons of gang rebounding. Dez had a couple big boards or one right in front of our bench, and just that allowed us to, solidify some stops and get out and run, and just get some juice going. Our offense wasn't clicking, but able to get that, lead going. I thought we were playing with great pace. We were moving the ball, we were attacking, we were getting up the floor, make or miss. We were just committing ourselves on the defensive end to come up with stops. And, we talk about trying to get 3 stops in a row. And I think we had 10 of those sequences tonight, one of our best efforts of the season. And it's just credit those guys for 48 minutes. And as you said, especially in that third quarter, which helped us build that lead, that was big for that momentum going into the fourth.
Carrie Davis.
Hey, Coach, I know you got to be proud of your perimeter defense. Not only you limited them in one shot, you didn't let them get that second chance opportunity. Even though they're playing defense on the perimeter, takes a lot of energy out of the guys. You got to be proud of the way they played 40 minutes, correct?
Yeah, no, very proud. Yeah. It got a little scary there on a couple possessions in the fourth. I think Robinson had a couple open looks. Hero had a couple open looks off of 50-50 balls. So we got a little lucky there. We got to clean those up. But I thought for the majority of the game, limited to one shot possessions was huge for us. I'm very proud. I mean, I thought our effort, on Butler, even Dragic, was big for us tonight. Obviously, Robinson is such a hard guy to game plan for, but I thought the commitment from the guys individually, and then, we were switching, randomly at times just to cover for each other and take away some of their open looks. I thought the guys were dialed in, and we've been talking about recently, and as we have all season, but when we can get 5 guys dialed in on every single possession, it leads to really good things for us, especially on the defensive end. And I thought we had a lot of that tonight, but great performance up and down the roster.
Thank you, Coach.
Great. Thank you, everybody.
We will have Ja Morant coming up next.